And so this is the solving exponentials assignment. There are 10 questions on this assignment. Each question, like these are everything but the last one. I think the last one has 2 questions. Yep. So it's 1 question for each of these topics, and then there's a 2-question one at the end for a total of 10 problems. I want to highlight here that you can always look. It says show example, and then it actually says show video. So you can watch an example, or you can look at an example of a problem to see how it was solved, and you can keep clicking that show example, and it will generate new problems until you find one that is exactly like yours with different numbers. And so then it becomes a process of just plugging in the new numbers into his equation solution, and then you'll kind of figure out how did he do it, right? If that's not your style, then you can click on watch a tutorial video on this and watch him solve it. The guy that wrote the software, Zach. And so there's 2 ways. The third way to get help is on the live stream. Last night it was probably the coolest I've had so far, because what we did was kids were just giving me the unique IDs, and then I would look up on a separate computer their exact question and just solve it for them and show them what to do. And so that was hugely effective. I like that. Anyway, let's look at this and let's learn how to do these. I think you're going to find that it's not as hard as you feared. But even though it's not as hard as you feared, it's something that's going to keep you on your toes. So you want to pay attention to the process here. There we go. So what we're going to do here is solve for x. All right. So the ever-present thing that we do in algebra is find x. Okay, here it is. Found it. Done. Just kidding. All right. So we want to round to the nearest hundredth when we figure out what it is. Okay. What's that? Say it again. Tell me again. No. So let me show you the process here. So the first thing that you need to do is start to carve away with the chainsaw tactics to get closer to the x. What I mean by that mathematically is you need to divide out 18 on both sides to kind of get rid of it on the left. And guys, I don't want you to divide 216 by 18. You don't have to do that, okay? So let's just move down. And now we have, on the left, we have 2 raised to the power of 5x equals 216 over 18. Okay? Just leave that huge fraction over there like it is, because you're going to put it in the calculator, all right? I want you to do all this work in the calculator in terms of the this kind of silly little tiny math that from 3rd grade, you know. Now we're going to do the part that you need to know how to do, and that is we're going to take the logarithm, the natural logarithm of both sides. The question we're always trying to answer is like that you want to get x, right? That's what you want. But right now it's trapped, and it's trapped in the exponent section. So the question is, how do you get the exponent out of the exponent section? yeah, what we want to do, here's what, if you could just draw what you want this to come down here, and then somehow you want to get rid of the 2, and then somehow you want to get rid of the 5, and you want x to be by itself, right? All right, so that's what we want to do, and that I'm going to show you how to do it. So that's a great way to look at it. Now, the operation that you perform, the summons that you do, the weapon that you're going to choose to get this done, the tool that you'll use is the natural log. So just do ln of 2 to the 5x and ln of the right side. Whatever you do on the left, you have to do on the right. That is probably a thing that students will forget to do a lot. All right, make sure you double it up on both sides. Now, you can't actually put this in the calculator just yet, Allie. We have to do one quick thing, and then you can put it in the calculator, okay? So now, the effect of taking the natural log of 2 to the 5x is what we wanted. It's going to take, the exponent, and it's going to bring it down, and it's going to be all by itself outside, okay? And it's going to be multiplied by the natural log of 2. Okay, so we're trimming away at it, right? Think of yourself like a barber. And on the left, we just have the natural log of 216 over 18. And again, we don't care about what that means yet. We're not putting that in the calculator yet because we're not ready for that yet. Now, again, I'm still trying to get close to x. All right. So my next obstacle to overcome is I want to get rid of the ln of 2, and then I'm going to get rid of the 5. But first, I got to get rid of the ln of 2. How can I get rid of it? Divide. Very good, Allie. So I'm going to divide both sides by the ln of 2. And I'm not even going to evaluate it as a number. I don't care. All right. So now that had the effect of canceling that. Now look at this. I'm only one step away. I have 5 times x equals ln of 216 over 18 over ln of 2. Final step. How do I make this homie go away? That's right. Thank you, Allie. So let me show you what I want you to do, because if you actually put the division bar, you're going to confuse yourself on the right side of the equation, right? So instead of we're going to divide, we're going to do what Allie said, but we're going to do it using this notation. We're going to multiply by 1/5. That is exactly the same thing as dividing by 5, okay? But it makes it more clear what to do on the right. Okay, so remember to whatever you do on the left, you've got to do on the right. Hey, look at this, guys. We get to cancel out these 5s, and voila, we have x by itself equal to the ln of 216 over 18 over 5 times, it looks like an S, 5 times the ln of 2. Okay? Now, here's where you can see we didn't really do a whole lot of math. Now we're going to cheat. Okay? Just put in the calculator. Let the calculator do all that hard work for you. You did the intellectual work to get it in a form that you can put in the calculator. And so let's make sure it's ln of, so here's how you want to do this. Clear this out. Hit alpha, y equals enter. All right? You're going to have to hit that again in a second. Let me go back and look at the problem. Okay, ln, hit ln. And now hit alpha, y equals enter again. Okay, put 216 on the top and 18 on the bottom up in the numerator. That was 216 over 18, 216 on the top, and then 18 on the bottom in the numerator. Close parentheses. Go down here, type 5 ln 2, like that. Does that look like ours? Y'all agree on that? Does y'all's look like this before we hit enter? And you could have hit 5 and then times multiplication symbol. It's going to do the same thing. Let's go ahead and hit enter and see. Let's see what it evaluates out to. Did everybody get this? Okay, now let's see what the problem told us. Problem told us to the nearest hundredth. So what would I type? .7. Do I round that one up or down? Up to 2. So I believe that what we should type in is 0.72 into delta math. So let's type in 0.72. And guys, I have no idea. You know, like last night I said on the live stream, I have no idea. See if it's right. Oh, yeah. Now, doesn't that feel good? This is some complicated mathematics that you just did. You'll be really proud of yourself if you get one of these right. Okay? You'll be like a drug, you know? You'll chase that feeling. Yes, Carly. You mean instead of multiplying by 1/5 to divide by 5? Oh, if you had gone ahead and divided it? Oh, yes. Yep. It would have been fine to have done that step. But what I was trying to do is eliminate as much work as possible. All right. So that's how you did that one. And let me jump down here. Let me jump down here to these word problems, because these are the ones that are really going to scare people. You guys, let's look at this problem. And let me teach you how to mess with this stuff. These word problems are the ones that will take you out of commission. Okay. Tyreek, can you read that? Appreciates. Okay. So the price of the new car was $22,300. All right. So what you're going to have is an equation that takes the form y equals a open parentheses b close parentheses raised to the power of x. So we need to fill in what a, b, and y are. Y is going to be the ending value of the car. Okay? This is like the future value of the car. So that would be 2,800. A is always the initial value of the car. So what was the initial value? So I should probably be color coding these like this. That's right. So here's how we think about that. B is equal to 1 plus or minus the rate of increase or decrease. So it's depreciating at 14.25% each year. Does depreciating mean going down or going up? Down. So that means B is going to be equal to 1 minus 0.1425. And I'm writing here this percent as a decimal, okay? So can someone do that in their calculator? 1 minus 0.1425. 0.8575. All right. So B equals 0.8575. This is an example of exponential decay because the value is going down. And the alternative would be growth. If that B is greater than 1, it's growth. So now we can plug some stuff in. A is 22,300. And see, you're going to let the calculator do all the hard work here. You're just setting it up. Open parentheses, 0.8575, close parentheses, raised to the power of x. Because we don't know x, that's what we want to know. So guys, look at this. This is easy. Again, do not do any math. Just, we're trying to get x by itself. So first I need to divide out the 22,300. Okay. That's step 1. Step 2, let's rewrite now. This is always the hard part, I think. Rewriting everything, even when you're just going to only do one additional thing. But you have to. Okay, so now we have 0.8575 raised to the x. Now we're going to use that logarithm power to pull that x down in front. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, here, I'll show you how we write this. I'm going to take the natural log of both sides, okay? And I like to do it this way so you see that it is a mirror image. I'm doing the same thing to both sides. So here's what that looks like. ln of 2,800 divided by 22,300 equals x, right, times the ln of 0.8575. Now we're one step away from gold. What do we do? We're going to divide both sides by the natural logarithm of 0.8575. And that's this left side here is what we're going to stick in the calculator. Again, there was no math in the traditional sense involved. So let's go figure out what x equals by sticking this sucker in the calculator. Oh, come on now. It's there and then it wasn't. Alpha y equals, enter. Yeah, I got to hit it now. ln, and then I got to hit alpha y equals enter again. And then I put 2,800 over 22300. Denominator, I'd do ln 0.8575. Okay. This is what it should look like. Everybody have it? Uh-oh. Make it look like that. Raise your hand if you're ready. All right. Let's go ahead and hit enter together. 3, 2, 1, enter. And what did it want? To the nearest tenth of a year. So we round up 13.5 years. You see? So, oops. So what we think the answer is, let's write down what we think it is. X equals, okay, 13.5. So let's go back to delta and see if we're right, because I have no idea. Wow. Hey, congratulations to all of you, okay? Nice. Now look, if you forget everything, all right, you've got the YouTube of this lecture, and I will be on live stream. I'm afraid to say it. I don't want people get mad at me. I'll be on live stream for 3 hours tonight from 6 to 9. And if you come on there and you say, hey, Morelli, hey, bro, do number 349 for me. Guess what I'm going to do? 349 for you. Yeah, I'll do your work. I'll do it. So just hop up. Yeah, you guys, thank you. You had a great day today, and I'm proud of you. I really am. Happy Valentine's Day.